If you're flying out of the Tijuana Airport, most people automatically assume they need to use the CBX, the Cross-Border Express. But over the last few years, we've actually started using CBX less and less. Instead, most of the time, we simply walk across the Otay Mesa pedestrian border crossing, take a quick taxi to the airport, and honestly, it's usually faster and a lot cheaper. So in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how we do it, when it makes sense to skip the CBX, and the few situations where CBX might still be the better option. Most of the time, we either take an Uber to the Otay Mesa pedestrian crossing, or we park nearby. There are several parking lots in the area, and the cost is usually much cheaper than parking at CBX. Once you arrive, you just walk towards the pedestrian entrance and follow the signs into Mexico. It's very straightforward.
So we just crossed into Mexico. There was a portion there where I can't take video inside of the building, and inside that building you basically just walk in. They ask for your ID. So I was just walking out here. We're gonna catch a taxi and then we'll be at the airport.
After you enter, you'll head towards Mexican immigration. They'll ask for a copy of your passport. Sometimes they'll ask how long you're staying. Here's an important thing to know. If your stay in Mexico is 7 days or less, there is no fee. If you're staying longer than 7 days, you'll need to pay the FMM tourist permit. That usually runs around $30 or so. Most people flying out of Tijuana for a short trip won't have to pay anything. After immigration, you go through a quick security check where they scan your bags. That usually only takes a few minutes. Then you exit the building into Mexico. And right outside, it's just about a 5-minute walk. You'll see a taxi stand. From there, it's only about a 7 or 8 minute drive to the Tijuana Airport. Most of the time, we pay around $15 for a cab ride, and that's it. You're at the airport. Before CBX existed, this is how everyone crossed to the Tijuana Airport unless you drove across, and honestly, for our family, it still works really well. The biggest reason is the cost. CBX can get expensive rather quickly. For a family of 5, a round-trip CBX ticket can easily cost $250 or so. When you compare that to a short Uber ride, parking at the border, and a quick taxi, walking across the border can save you a significant amount of money. Another issue with CBX is during busy holiday or peak travel times, the immigration line into the CBX terminal as you go into Mexico can sometimes 30 minutes, sometimes even more.
Well, imagine if this was all full of people.
Imagine this line.
When we cross at Otay Mesa, it's often much faster. Now, to be fair, CBX does have advantages. When you enter through CBX, the Tijuana Airport has a separate check-in area, which is nice. It's specifically for CBX passengers. You can print your boarding passes, you can check your bags, and that's a dedicated area. So depending on your situation, that convenience might be worth it. There are 2 times I usually recommend using the CBX. First, if you're traveling solo or just with one other person, once you factor in the Uber cost, parking, the price difference isn't that big. And CBX may just be a little easier. Second is when you're returning to the United States. After we land in TJ, I immediately check the pedestrian border wait times. If I see the line is 30 minutes or longer, I'll often just buy a one-way CBX ticket and cross that way instead. Also, the time of day really matters. Early mornings are usually the busiest for pedestrians crossing into the United States. That's when commuters are heading to work. So in the morning, CBX might make more sense. But late at night, the pedestrian line is often extremely short. We've crossed late at night and been through in under 5 minutes. So overall, the CBX is a great option. It's convenient, it's efficient, but for our family, most of the time, especially in recent years, we simply walk across Otay Mesa, grab a taxi, and save some money. It's pretty simple, it's pretty fast, and once you've done it once or twice, it's actually very easy. Although after this video, we might see a big jump in people heading over to Otay Mesa, but if you're planning to fly out of the Tijuana Airport and you don't feel comfortable crossing into Mexico, CBX is a good option, but honestly, it's very easy to cross through Otay Mesa. And hopefully this helps you decide what makes the most sense for your trip. And if you want more practical travel tips like this, especially ways to save money and make travel a little bit easier for families, make sure you subscribe and follow along. Thanks for watching and have a great day.